Good evening. This is Ms Poopee Doodee, world's most determined reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News. So in today's news today, we're going to just talk about unboxing an iPad Air. And for those of you who don't know what unboxing means, it simply means you get a box, you open it up, you take out a device, you wave it to the camera, and that seems to be the kind of thing everybody wants to see. Or maybe not, because we all know search algorithms are manipulated. So, gone are the days when an artist can make a sketch film, you work hard on it, you have an idea, you put it out, it's got creative integrity, it's fun, and you obviously air it on public access TV, and then you also upload it to the internet, and then you realize, that's funny. Is something going on with the search criteria on YouTube? Why is it that when I search for the identical film's name, it never pops up? So just out of curiosity, I decided to just Google unboxing iPad Air, and you can see all these idiots. I'm sorry, not idiots, people that like Apple. No, is that the same thing? That would include me then. Well, that's a long story. Anyway, so it includes all these people opening up their boxes of iPad and waving it around, and what do you know, it's got like millions of views. So people really want to see this. So let's talk about iPad Air, the 5th generation, 256 gigabytes. And I'm gonna first remove this the cellophane kind paper. And it was originally obviously wrapped in this, and I was wondering, do they put this paper back on? Does Apple put this back on when you return it? That's interesting. So there, the paper is gone. And now we're gonna open the box of the iPad Air. And one of the reasons that I would say that I got an iPad is because it actually causes less eye strain for me when I'm reading things, for some reason. So that's a good reason. But if you're buying it because it's an Apple for status, well, you're a fool. So it comes wrapped in this cellophane paper. Actually, it looks like parchment paper. You know what? It's probably parchment paper because the packing is so cheap. This is probably parchment paper, the kind that you can buy if you get a 40% off coupon from CVS, and then you buy the parchment paper, you get it, a pretty good deal. And that's it. That's the iPad. You pretty much opened it up. Yep, and then it comes with a little box of something designed by Apple in California. We all know that it's not. It's made in China. And then we've got a plug. Woo, how exciting. And now we've got this wire thing. Great. And a box, and that's it. No case, no wipey cloths, nothing. Nothing fun. That's it. That's the iPad Air. And by the way, there's no home button. For those of you who may have wondering what's the use of having all these tablets, this was the iPad Air 2011, and it actually has a home button. And it's lasted this long, and it works perfectly fine. However, according to Apple, the iPad needs an upgrade, and that is why applications that are installed on this don't work. Now that's a lie, because there's no high-end games installed on this. There's no high-end apps that requires a large processor installed on this. There are very simple, basic apps like Google Voice, but no, they shut that down because they want you to buy a new Apple iPad Air or anything else. They just don't want you to use this. So I got in a good amount of years, over a decade use of this. And unfortunately, that's the state of Apple these days. They'll say, oh yeah, you need an upgrade. No, it's just, you don't need an upgrade. They deliberately make the app stop working with Apple so you can go and you can't use it anymore. And even the internet has gotten really slow, which is strange because when I first got this, the internet was faster, but as I kept upgrading the iOS, strangely, it seemed to get slower and slower. Almost as if, they programmed it in such a way that, well, let's just make things slower. So, the person can no longer use this. But, you have a browser, that's a very basic piece of, that's a very basic thing. A browser connecting to an internet should not be slow. I mean, that to me is very suspicious. So, yeah, that's unboxing an iPad. And this is the case. It's bought in 2011. This is the Smart Folio case. I'm surprised it's still in one piece after over, oh my God, has it been that long? 11 years. So it is still in one piece. I bet the new cases won't even last over 10 years. And this has fallen a few times and it's never broken. So it's actually quite good. I would say that their first product was quite good. I highly doubt that the new iPad Air is going to last that long. But as mentioned before, it seems to be less strenuous on the eyes, which is one of the main reasons that I, Ms Poopee Doodee, got the iPad Air, which is still not a good enough reason to really buy Apple products. Not that there's anything wrong with Apple products, but you know, like for instance, there's no headphone jack because you're forced to buy Bluetooth headphones and stick that in your ear. You know, you can't connect it directly to your computer and transfer files, you know, back and forth because, you know, Apple just doesn't like that. And you know, when you load up the iPad for the first time, you've got all these apps that are like sharing your location. So, you know, even though everything is turned off in here, pretty much, hopefully everything, you can never really trust these products nowadays. So, yeah, that was unboxing an iPad Air. Wasn't that really exciting? I mean, come on, you know, this is isn't this the greatest video ever made? I mean, this should get like a million billion views for just opening a box and taking an iPad out. And the other thing I wanted to say is that, you know, everyone runs to the app store to download their favorite apps, you know, but God forbid you create your own app, and if Apple doesn't like that app, or for whatever reason they deem it inappropriate, they will never carry your app in their store, or they'll charge so many fees to have it listed. You know, it pretty much, you know, leaves you, in the end, the peasant that Apple wants all of us to be, the peasant. So, anyway, this is an Apple product. So, I'm not even sure what this is. Is this an Apple sticker? Yes, I should stick the Apple sticker in my forehead. About the, you know, they also give that I vote sticker. You know, I should stick that on my forehead too. You know, I vote Apple. You know, these are all stickers people love to stick on their forehead. So anyway, that was my unboxing video. I know all of you who really were interested in seeing an Apple product. You know, come on. This video is going to be buried somewhere on YouTube anyway. It's probably shadow banned as we speak. So, hey, we got a new plug. So once again, this is Ms Poopee Doodee, world's most determined reporter, reporting to you all things Apple. And take a look at the video that is linked, that is connected in the comments, because, you know, long ago, Zigzag Wanderer did iPods, iRack, iPhone. And you've got to check out that video. And I know I'm talking all like video talk because I still air the show on public access TV. But since most people cut cable, I'm not really sure who's watching it. But so this video or this clip or whatever we're going to call it, well, you know, it doesn't matter what I call it. So that's great. I hope this video was informative. You may use the parchment paper that the iPad Air came in to bake cookies. And there you go. Talk about a sustainable device. So once again, this is Ms Poopee Doodee. You know, I could edit what I just said because that obviously didn't make sense. And then I could edit it and then make the angle different, maybe turn it a little bit, zoom in and out really fast, cut it short, speak robotically. But you know what? I don't feel like, because I think speaking naturally in free form is actually kind of entertaining, you know what I mean? So once again, this is Ms Poopee Doodee, world's most determined reporter, reporting for Channel 666 Eyewitness News. And for those of you who are wondering, do I recommend an apple? An apple a day does keep the doctor away, but an apple as a status symbol? You're asking to be robbed in the subway. You can't even take this iPad and read on the subway because you're gonna get robbed. Oh, that's in New York, because I don't know if you guys know, but that seems to happen a lot lately. In fact, it's been happening even more lately. So, you know, even though, you know, I would take the subway, I'm still gonna take this old iPad because I'm hoping, you know, the thugs are kind of turned off by this ratty ass cover. So hey, you know, that's the thing. Can't have anything new and can't... Like, I guess you can't really... It's kind of hard to live in New York without getting robbed. Like, you have to think about that, you know? Who knew? You know, does anybody live in a place where you don't think about getting robbed? I mean, it must be nice, you know? It's nice to walk around and think, hey, I'm not gonna get robbed today. I feel pretty safe. I feel safe. Well, I don't. So once again, this is Ms Poopee Doodee. No, I already said that, so I'm just gonna end it right now. And stop.